All right, guys. All right, guys. Good evening. Welcome to the FTE race. We've got about 16 cars. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We've got Little Hall taking on Clay from 131. We've got Boggs taking on the Bahamian Princess. We've got Clay taking on the Bahamian Princess. We've got Bahamian Princess taking on Boggs. We've got Cabbage Patch taking on Boggs. Cabbage Patch will be facing. All right, now look at my sheet. Cabbage Patch will be facing a new person, Crazy Vinny. Then we've got Clay versus Cabbage Patch, and what's his name? Bahamian Princess versus Boggs. All right, guys. Here we go. First off the trailer will be Little Hall taking on Clay. Clay gonna go in line number 2 from 131. Little Hall in 1, Clay in 2. Here we go. First off the trailer. Here we go, guys. Ooh. Oh, Clay running a 14:59. The Little Hall's 14:67, and we'll switch. Clay in 1, Little Hall in 2. Little Hall's got to beat a 14:59 to move on. Here we go. Oh, Clay running away with it. Going a 14:49. The Little Hall's 14:86, and Clay will move on. Next up, we got the Bahamian Princess taking on Boggs. Here we go. Princess in 1, Boggs in 2. Here we go, here we go. Ooh, nice for breaking. All right, the Princess is going to 14:55. The Boggs 14:64, and we'll switch. All right, Boggs in 1. Look, the Princess is in 2. Boggs got to beat a 14:55 to move on. Here we go. Oh no, Boggs going to 14:57 to the Princess 14:80, and because of time, the Princess will move on. Next up, we got Clay from 131 going in lane number 1. We got the Bahamian Princess going in 2. Here we go. Clay in 1, Clay in 1, Princess in 2. Here we go. Ooh. Clay going to 14:55 to Bahamian Princess 14:60, and we'll switch. All right, Princess in 1. Clay in 2. Princess got to beat a 14:55 to move on. Here we go. Oh no! All right, the Princess is going to 14:57. The Clay's 14:72, and because of time, Clay will move on. All right, next up we got Boggs taking on the Bahamian Princess. Ooh, Boggs running a 14:55 to the Princess 14:57, and we'll switch lanes. All right, the Princess in 1. Boggs in 2. Princess has got to beat a 14:55 to move on. No, she does not. Princess running a 14:58. The Boggs is 14:90. And because of time, Boggs will move. Next up, we've got Cabbage Patch going in lane number 1. We got Boggs going in lane number 2. Here we go. Ooh. Cabbage Patch running a 1454. The Boggs is 1464. And we'll switch lanes. All right, Boggs in 1. Cabbage Patch in 2. Boggs has got to beat a 1454 to move on. Oh, yeah. Boggs running a 1449 to Cabbage Patch's 1469. And Boggs will move on. Next up, we've got Cabbage Patch going in lane number 1. Taking on newcomer Crazy Vinny. Going in lane number 2. Here we go. Cabbage Patch in 1. Crazy Vinny in 2. Here we go. Ooh. Crazy Vinny going a 1485. The Cabbage Patch is 1511. Let's switch. All right, Cabbage Patch in 2. Crazy Vinny in 1. Cabbage Patch got beat a 1485 to move on. All right, Crazy Vinny running a 1478. The Cabbage Patch is 1546. And Crazy Vinny will move on. What's wrong with this? All right, guys. Next up, we've got Clay taking on Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch going in lane number 2. Clay 131 going in 1. Here we go. Ooh. Clay running a 1461. The Cabbage Patch is 1478, and we'll switch. All right, Cabbage Patch in 1. Clay in 2. Cabbage Patch got beat a 1461 to move on. Yes, he does. Cabbage Patch running a 1460. The Clay 131, 1469. And Cabbage Patch will move on. And last up, we've got the Bahamian Princess taking on Boggs. Boggs going into the Bahamian Princess in 2. Boggs in 2, Bahamian Princess in 1. Here we go. Last person of the first round. Here we go. Oh, the Princess running a 1462 to Boggs is 1476, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Boggs in 1, Princess in 2. Boggs got to beat a 1462 to move on. Nope. Boggs running a 1469 to the Princess 1479, and because of time, the Princess will move on. All right, here's the next lineup. We've got Clay and the Bahamian Princess. The Bahamian Princess and Crazy Vinny. Clay and Boggs. Cabbage Patch and Boggs. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 cars left, guys and girls. First off the trailer will be Bahamian Princess taking on Clay. Clay in 2, Princess in 1. Here we go. Start of the second round. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. Clay running a 1469 to the Princess 1474, and we'll switch. Clay in 1, Princess in 2. Here we go. Oh, Clay running a 1453. The Princess 1480. And Clay will move. Next up, we've got Crazy Vinny taking on the Bahamian Princess. Crazy Vinny going to 1458 to the Bahamian Princess 1461, and we'll switch lanes. All right, the Princess in 1, Crazy Vinny in 2. Princess got beat a 1458 to move on. Here we go. Well, 1464 to a 1484. And I think Crazy Vinny will move on. Next up, we've got Boggs going in 2. Clay in 1. Here we go. Clay of 131. Boggs in 2. Here we go. Clay running a 1458 to Boggs 1473, and we'll switch. All right, Boggs in 1, Clay in 2. Boggs got beat a 1458 to move on. Nope. Boggs going a 1468 to Clay's 1472. And Clay will move on. All right, next up, we got Boggs taking on Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch. All right, the winner goes on to the final 4. So the losers of this round will have to battle for the 5th spot. All right, 1470 to a 77. Switch. Cabbage Patch in 1, Boggs in 2. Cabbage Patch got beat a 1470 to move on. Oh, yeah. Cabbage Patch running a 1448. The Boggs 1479. And Cabbage Patch will move. All right, guys. There's your final 4. Clay has 2. Cabbage Patch and Crazy Vinny. And racing, trying to get into the podium, will be Bahamian Princess and Boggs. Each got 2 cars. First off the trailer will be Boggs taking on the Bahamian Princess. Princess is going to go into Boggs in 1. Here we go. Boggs running a 1454 to the Bahamian Princess 1464, and we'll switch. Princess in 1, Boggs in 2. Princess got beat a 1454 to move on. Nope. Princess running a 1456. The Boggs is 1476, and Boggs will move. All right, next up, we've got Boggs taking on the Bahamian Princess other car. Here we go. Boggs in 2, Princess in 1. Here we go. Winner it is. Takes on Boggs to get that, trying to get that 5th podium. Get on the podium. Ooh. Princess running a 1462 to Boggs is 1481, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Boggs in 1, Princess in 2. Princess, Boggs got beat a 1462 to move on. Here we go. Nope. Boggs running almost there. Running a 1463 to the Princess 1470. And the Princess will be taking on Boggs' other car for the 5th podium spot. All right, next up, we'll be trying to race their way in. Princess in 2. Boggs in 1. Here we go. Man, it's been a great race. Really close races, too. A lot of really good cars. Guys, I want to thank everybody for sending in today. All right. Boggs running a 1460 to the Princess 1482. Let's switch lanes. Princess in 1. Boggs in 2. Princess got to beat a 1460 to move on. Here we go. Yep, she does. She will be in the podium running a 14:57. The Boggs is 14:71. Hey, good job. Real good run, Boggs. All right, guys, these are your final four. So the two losers seeking the Bahamian Princess move up on the podium. All right, first we got Clay taking on Crazy Vinny. Crazy Vinny in 1, Clay in 2. A 1-3-1. Oh. Ooh. Clay getting stronger, running a 14:70 to Crazy Vinny's 14:76, and we'll switch. Crazy Vinny in 2, Clay in 1. Crazy Vinny's got to beat a 14:70 to move on. Oh no, Clay making easy work. Running a 14:50, Crazy Vinny's 14:83, and Clay will move on to the final. Next up, we've got Cabbage Patch going in lane number 2, Clay in 1, a 1-3-1. Winner this, going to the finals. The loser will be facing on 3 for 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot on the podium, Redline Derby. Here we go. Clay running a 14:46. This Cabbage Patch is 14:62, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Cabbage Patch in 1, Clay in 2. Cabbage Patch got beat a 14:46 to move on. Here we go. Oh, Clay can't come off track. He's running down hole so far. All right, Cabbage Patch running a 14:60 to Clay's 14:68. And it looks like it will be a 1-3-1 final. But for the time being, for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th will be Bahamian Princess, Crazy Vinny, and Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch will be taking on the Bahamian Princess. Cabbage Patch going to go in lane number 1. Bahamian Princess in 2. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I hope everybody's doing real good tonight. Cabbage Patch running a 14:64. The Bahamian Princess 14:87, and we'll. All right, Princess in 1. Cabbage Patch in 2. Princess got beat a 14:64 to move on. Here we go. Nope. Princess running a 14:68 to a 14:75. And Cabbage Patch will be facing Crazy Vinny. Let's see what happens. All right, Crazy Vinny in 1, Cabbage Patch in 2. Here we go. Crazy Vinny running a 14:61. The Cabbage Patch is 14:65, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Cabbage Patch in 1, Crazy Vinny in 2. Cabbage Patch got beat a 14:61 to move on. Here we go. Oh yeah, Cabbage Patch running a 14:46. His best time of the day. Good job, Cabbage Patch. All right, for 5th place, 4th and 5th, Crazy Vinny taking on the Bahamian Princess. The Bahamian Princess have raced her way in. Crazy Vinny running a 14:74 to the Bahamian Princess 14:83, and we'll switch lanes. Princess in 1, Crazy Vinny in 2. Bahamian Princess got beat a 14:74 to take 4th place. All right, the Bahamian Princess running a 14.59. And should we claim 4th place? All right, guys, this is the final everybody's been waiting for. All right, we've got the Escalator 131, the Cadillac 16 of 131. So it's a 131 final here at Duplin County Motor Speedway. But which one would win? Only Clay will know. Ooh. The Escalade going a 14.52 to a 73. All right, Clay in 1, Clay in 2. The Cadillac 16's got to beat a 14.52 to be the winner of the FTE race here at Duplin County Speedway. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cadillac 16 running a 14.46. Good job, Cadillac 16 over Diecast 131 Clay. All right, guys. Man, what a race, dude. Crazy Vinny coming from Pennsylvania. Yeah, sent one car, got on the podium. Bahamian Princess got on the podium, raced her way in, got a top 5. And old Cabbage Patch. Boy, he's got a birthday next weekend, so y'all see it on Redline Derby. I'm putting on a race at his track. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, his track. Cabbage Patch. All right, but the big winner is from Diecast 131 is Clay. Man, that Cadillac 16, son, that thing is beautiful. That thing right there is fast too. He loved that left lane over there. But anyhow, so 5th place will be Crazy Vinny. Bahamian Princess will be 4th. Cabbage Patch will be 3rd. And Clay 131 takes 1st and 2nd. All right, guys, next up, we're going to have a little bit of Ferrari action. Couple of the CRK cars. We're going to have a little shootout, maybe. And we're going to be some shorts. And next week, we'll be at Cabbage Patch's. It's his 40th birthday, celebrating 40th birthday, Cabbage Patch. All right, guys, remember, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Congratulations, Clay, 1st and 2nd here at Duplin County Speedway here at the FTE race.